Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Today I'm back with another flip through my scrapbook. Today it's from my trip to the Maldives. I went in January 2023. I went for 3 nights and 4 days and I actually went on my own. The Maldives isn't somewhere that you sort of associate with solo travel, but I think I'm going to do a separate video talking about why I went on my own, what it was like. So yeah, today is the flip through my scrapbook. So this is me just getting ready to go. I only took a small backpack because, yeah, I knew I was only going to need bikinis and a few clothes. So I thought there's no point in taking a big suitcase. So yeah, that was me ready and waiting to go with my little pillow. So I flew with British Airways as just my boarding pass. It was quite a long flight. It was about 11 and a half hours. It was an overnight flight, but I didn't actually really sleep that much, but it was okay. It was a direct flight, so it was nice to just kind of get there eventually. So I stayed, I'm completely going to butcher this, I stayed at the Sun Siam Uluveli. Yeah, it was just, I booked it through BA as a package deal, and there's no particular reason why I chose this resort. It was just that it was a good price, it was all inclusive. Yeah, it was just one that sort of appealed to me and looked nice. So when I arrived, they gave me a map of the island, so I cut this out and stuck it in. So this was kind of like the main entry part. This was sort of the lagoon where you could do a lot of snorkeling here, and then all the way over here, that's my little villa that I booked, and there'll be a page about that in a minute. So it was an overnight flight, which, as I said, I didn't really sleep very well. I think it might have been the bottle of wine I had with my dinner. But, you know, it was a necessary evil. We got there in the end. It was nice because I actually got to see the sunrise. I don't know whereabouts we were flying over when the sun rose, but it was pretty cool to sort of see it happen. And then flying over the different islands of the Maldives was just amazing. And they were so beautiful. The water was so clear. And then this is just a little picture of the flight map. So from the UK down to the Maldives there. And then I always like to take a picture of my dinner and the film I was watching, and I chose to watch Sense and Sensibility. A bit of a random choice, but I'd never seen it. Yeah, it was good fun. So yeah, this is the room I booked. So I did splash out a little bit, and I booked a water villa with its own private pool. I'm so glad that I did. I sort of almost felt guilty staying in my room, but then it was so cool that I didn't want to leave it. So yeah, this was the bed. It was huge, and it looked out onto the terrace area and out onto the sea, which was just amazing to wake up every morning and sort of just see the sea. Yeah, this is the little terrace area. Had some sunbeds, my pool, and then some steps that actually went down into the ocean. Although it was a bit choppy around here, so I didn't actually go into this part of the sea very much, just because I was on my own and I didn't want to get into any difficulties. But I had my pool, so I was more than happy to just sort of splash around in there. And then the bathroom was amazing. The bath was huge. That was like a swimming pool in itself. And then we had a big shower. So yeah, that was my room. So I just took some pictures. So this was the colour of the water of my room. And yeah, just sort of took some little pictures sitting in the pool and on the steps that led down to the water. And then this was a postcard that I picked up, although a lot of the pictures just do look like a postcard because they're so beautiful. And I put, the dream holiday to the dream destination. Pictures do not do this place justice. Thank you, the Maldives, for making a dream come true. I'd always wanted to go to the Maldives, and just because I'd always assumed it was like a couple destination, never thought I'd get to go. So yeah, I did it. And these are just some more pictures out and about. There was some really cool fish that I saw just sort of leaning over the terrace of my room. Yeah, saw some little sort of stick kind of fish. And then I got very well acquainted with the self-timer on my phone. So yeah, just did some sort of silly pictures in the pool. I took some little, like a floaty thing that I had at home. And then I tried to do sort of like a serious me looking into the distance picture. And then this was sort of the walkway up to the rooms. I think this might have been at sunset. So yeah, even though it was a bit cloudy, it was still really warm and the sun still came through. And then there was a big sign of the resort. So yeah, the Sun Siam Uluveli. I still don't think I'm saying that right. Yeah, so there were 2 different islands, and this was the walkway that sort of connected the 2 of them, and then a little beach. And then these were just, I think this was the entrance where I had to sit and wait for my room and the transfer to the room. But it was beautiful just sitting there. And just I couldn't get over the colour of the water. It's just amazing. So I was there for 3 full days. So I kind of just picked a part of the island to go to and sort of walked around. If I saw a place that I wanted to sit and people watch, even though there weren't many people, or just sit and relax for a bit, then I did. So there were quite a lot of like wooden swings dotted around. So I just sort of plonked myself here and just watched and sort of had my music and just listened or read my book. And then could go for a dip in the sea if I wanted to. And then sort of this is some more pictures of sunset. Yeah, just walking around. And the sand was so soft. It was amazing. This place here was from like the main entertainment area. They had like live music there. I didn't actually go to that bit because it was on the other part of the island, and while it was really safe, I just didn't fancy walking half an hour back to my room. But I'm sure that would have been really cool. Yeah, the name of the island I stayed on was the Dream Island. Can't remember what the main part was called, but fortunately there were signs to direct me everywhere. Here's just some more pictures. They're pretty much all the same because, yeah, all I could take pictures of was the water and the beaches, but I think it's still amazing. And then this was the lagoon part where you could go snorkeling. There were lots of cool fish to see, so I'll come on to that bit in a bit. There's some pictures of that. And then because it was, I went all inclusive, so I had some drinks included. So that's just me with my little Cuban Libra cocktail, really yummy. So again, I plonked myself on the beach to drink it. And then as I was drinking, I noticed a little sort of shape moving in the water, and it was a little stingray, which I think I squealed when I saw it because I'd never seen anything as cool as that. I think the most exciting sea creature I'd seen before that was a sea urchin. So yeah, I was really excited, and I just kind of followed it up the beach, which was really cool. So yeah, there it is, right there. And then just some more beaches. And these were the water villas I stayed in the background here. And then one day I had a free snorkeling excursion included. So I went on that, and they gave us like a little necklace made out of, I'm not sure what it was made out of, like plant stuff. So yeah, I kept that for the whole trip. So this was the infinity pool, which was so warm, it was like a bath. And the good thing was that the areas weren't too crowded. There was only about 6 or 7 other people, so most of the time you did have like the pool area to yourself. So yeah, I managed to snap the pool when there was no one else in it. And then there's some more of like the little swings that were just dotted around. And then every afternoon they had a little bird show. So this day they had some parrots, which they are chained up, which is a bit meh. but I suppose they can't have the parrots flying freely around. So that was cool to watch them and get up close to them. And then I saw a little lizard thing, which was cool. They did say there were snakes on the island, but fortunately I didn't see any of them. And then, yeah, the water was so shallow that I could just kind of keep on walking out, and so took a picture in the middle, just again because the water was so clear and beautiful that just felt I had to take a picture of it. And then sort of dotted around in the sea, there were lots of these little swings, which I didn't take a picture of because they were quite far out. And so by the time I would have set my phone timer, I only had 10 seconds. I wouldn't have had time to run back and get on the swing in time. So I'll just have to go back with someone so that I can get a picture on the swing. And then on the beach, there were lots of these comfy bean bags and a little hammock in the sea. So there were loads of places to just sit and chill and relax. So yeah, managed to wade out to the hammock and just sat there for a while, just swinging and chilling and relaxing. So yeah, it's really peaceful. And again, there was hardly anyone around, which was lovely. And then I used my underwater camera, which I realised is not the best quality, but it's okay. So yeah, got to see loads of different fish. This was just snorkeling on the reef, so I wasn't even that far out. Still saw loads of amazing creatures. And then the most memorable part was I was snorkeling underwater and I turned around and there was a baby shark, which scared the bejeebies out of me at first, but then I was like, oh my god, it's a shark. So you can't actually see it, but that's it right there. Yeah, I'm gutted that it's not clearer, but it was so cool to see. Yeah, I didn't see any turtles, unfortunately, but I think a shark more than makes up for it. And it's like a little dory fish. And then this was on my little snorkeling excursion, and our guide was making rings with the water. You can just sort of see a little one there. Unfortunately, I did get stung by a jellyfish, which was quite painful, but it wasn't too bad. It was only a small one. Just got stung on my ankle, but I thought I'd put a little jellyfish sticker there as a little reminder. So yeah, that's my trip to the Maldives. It was everything I wanted it to be and more, and I would love to go back, whether by myself or with someone else. It was just absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's that scrapbook there, and I will be back for another video soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!